All right, y'all be nice to each other now. Aw, that's right. Let the baby rooster in there. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Y'all are sweet. This guy, though, not sweet. Not sweet at all. He's a brat. But the rest of y'all, you're sweet. Oh, especially you, my little baby rooster. You're so pretty. Yes, the baby roosters turned out to be really sweet. They're not overly aggressive. They like humans. They follow us around. Especially this one. He's so sweet. I haven't given him a name yet. That's the other one. The other baby rooster. No, that's a hen. No, that's a rooster. I don't know what's what anymore. But there's Callie. Callie. How's my girl? How's my girl doing, huh? Is my girl doing okay? Yeah? You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. What did you get into? You got into something, didn't you? Over here is the one and only pineapple out of all these pineapple plants. I got one, but I don't know. There's like literally 6 pups coming off of this pineapple. I thought they were going to be pineapples, but they're not. They're pups. So if I leave the pups this winter, if I just leave them on the plant, they will grow like more stems and more pineapples. If I don't leave the pups and I take them off and I plant them into their own pots, which I probably won't do because I got plenty, they will grow into big pineapple plants like this and make their own pineapples. And basically all of these, well, almost all of these came from pups from other plants. But if I don't take the pups off, they'll just keep growing and hopefully make more pineapples that way. The youngest pups are over here, and actually I think maybe 4 of those are from, or more, 5 of those are from pineapples from the other plants that I just cut the top off and planted them. And they overwintered. And of course I did videos showing how horrible they looked after I pulled them out of the greenhouse after overwintering, because they don't like cold. But they all grew more pups. Like you can see on this one, the leaves underneath were the original plant that overwintered, and it grew 2 new pups. So those are new, and that's what they do. So what I'll do this year, when the summer's over, I will put these back into the greenhouse to overwinter. And no, I don't heat the greenhouse. Hey, you guys, cool it. See, I told you he's a brat. This one, he's a brat. He's aggressive. Anyway, what I do is I overwinter them. I don't heat the greenhouse in any way because I just fill the greenhouse up full of pineapple plants and citrus trees like you see here. And some of these I'm going to have to transplant into bigger pots because the pots are too small for them. But they're doing well. But what I do is the thermal mass from all the trees and the plants in the greenhouse keeps them warm enough to where they survive the winter. So I don't have to use any sort of electricity or power or anything like that. We do line the north and west side of the greenhouse with like a, oh gosh, what is it? It's like this silver insulation stuff. We have done that. And so we do that every winter. That protects the plants from the coldest part of the winter on the north side. Look at this. He's so cute. Yeah, you're so cute. Trying to impress the hens. And she's not having it because she's a young hen. She's like, no, y'all need to leave me alone. So anyway, that's the pineapple plants. I don't want to make this too long. Hey guys, and there's another obnoxious one. He's going to go too. He's going to freezer camp along with the other one because I've had it with them. They're loud and they're aggressive and they pick on the other chickens, and even that one over there, he'll push the hens out of the way to get food. And you know, the other roosters are good to the hens. He's not, so he's going too. He'll be gone. By the next video, he will be gone because he's going soon. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be delicious. So here's Joseph watering the poor little pepper plants who are sick of the heat like the rest of us. Yeah, got a bunch of peppers.
Yeah, a lot of peppers.
Yeah, a lot of peppers on those plants. And yeah, I know it looks a little pitiful because we're in the heat of the day. It's like noon. So, welcome to Alabama. It's very, very hot. Oh, I need to pick some purple basil. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's purple basil. It's delicious. It's got kind of a spicy flavor. I put it in stir fries. And over here we got sweet potatoes. There's okra over there. And then what kind of beans are those that are over there?
The Alabama black-eyed butter beans.
Alabama black-eyed butter beans. And I'm stepping on sweet potato plants, so I'll get out of your face. Anyway.
Great big pumpkin.
Oh yeah, there's a great big pumpkin over here. So, let's see if we can walk over there. Just another, huh? I'm gonna go this way where I'm not walking all over sweet potato vines. Oh wow. That is a big pumpkin. Stand next to that pumpkin so we can see the relative size. That's a Seminole pumpkin. That's not your average, like, store-bought pumpkin. I know those can get pretty big, but we don't see too many Seminole pumpkins that big. I guess they like it here. And Seminole pumpkins are delicious. They're sweet. They're meaty. Unlike the standard store-bought pumpkin, Seminole pumpkins have a lot more flavor. Hi, sweetie. Yes, we had a tree limb come down during the last storm. We were actually out of town, and our neighbor texted us a picture. And speaking of neighbors, you know, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to have a relationship with your neighbors, especially in this day and age. There's so much going on, and it's just good to have a good relationship with your neighbors because you can take care of each other, take care of each other's pets, look out for each other. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. Yeah, we're looking out for each other, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh, look at you. You're so gorgeous. You're so sweet. Yes, you are. You're such a sweetie. You want me to rub your belly, don't you? Yeah. Oh, she's so precious. We just love her. And she's getting fat, too. I have been feeding her chicken that I can, like fresh chicken that I can. And I feed her pretty much the premium cat food because the better quality the food, the smaller the vet bills. So, and you know, I don't want my cats to be sick and miserable, so I do what I can to make sure that that all the animals are getting what they need. That's so important. Huh, Callie? Yeah, that's so important. And she's happy and healthy. She eats 2 to 3 times a day, believe it or not. These cats are always hungry. Anyway, so I'm gonna look over here at the blood orange tree. I'm hoping, we've had this blood orange tree now for about 4 years, maybe 3 or 4 years. I'm hoping it, and it goes through the winter like this. The leaves are still intact at the end of winter, so it doesn't mind the cold. So I'm hoping to see some oranges on this soon. Look at her over there, just enjoying cat paradise. That's what she's in, cat paradise. I did trim over here. Had an apple tree over here. Now these little guys are struggling. I think it's just this part of the yard. There's just, I don't know, but had a bunch of diseased leaves over here, and so I cut that branch, and now it's got all kinds of new growth. So, and of course we fertilize them. I had a bunch of eggs that got old, and the neighbors didn't want them before they got old. I wouldn't offer old eggs to my neighbors, of course, but when they were fresh, they didn't want them, and we didn't get around to them. So these are fig trees, by the way. This is a new one, so there's no figs on it. Anyway, yes, I'm out of breath because it's hot. Not because I'm old or asthmatic, but it's just hot and humid. It just rains, so there's like at least 80% humidity. And so when I'm walking around here, it sounds like I'm 90 years old, and I apologize for that. But anyway, the apple trees. So I had all these old eggs, and of course I didn't want to eat them, and I didn't want to give them away. And I usually boil them for the chickens and then give them back to the chickens. But this time I just didn't feel like it. We were fixing to go out of town. So I just threw them against all these little trees and then watered the trees. And, you know, every little bit helps, right? I mean, eggs have a lot of nutrition in them. So rather than throw them in the compost bin, I actually just threw them against the trees. So now, when I showed trees with eggshells underneath them, you'll know how they got there. Anyway, it's been 13 minutes, over 13 minutes, so I'm going to shut this down. Have a great one. I hope everybody's happy and healthy.